Hi, my name is Mark Lynn. I'm the chief instructor here at Hidden Sword Martial Arts. This here is Scott, who's one of my students. And today I want to ask this question for those of you that, especially in modern artists, about how the concept of baiting, specifically in regards to like the left hand to right hand outside wrap series, or you could do, to where the leads were unmatched and you're doing the outside wrap series. Now, back in the day, we were taught several different, techniques in a series that were like a stick trap and a puño to the face and a puño then to an armbar and then a slice across and a backhand response. And I remember us being taught specifically baiting, as in baiting with my face. And I wonder if anybody else has had the same kind of teaching or whatever, that if you would like to, write down below, comment and such like that, so that we could talk about that. All right, and so I'll show you what I mean here in just a minute. All right, thank you very much. In regards to the particular technique series that I was talking about before, about with the baiting, let me kind of show you what I was meaning. If I've got mine in the left hand, now in the left hand to right series, generally the left hand is the driver, although I fully agree it could be either one, and that's kind of the way we practice it at my school. So if we're here like this, and we're just doing a single volley, and the idea was that as I get to here, I wrap, but if you notice, I'm staying here like this. Now when I'm in this position here, he can punch me here with his hand, and the idea was that he punched me and I go into these different techniques, okay? So one more time, we're here, I come in and I wrap, he comes in, I parry this over, maybe come up here, puño, bring this off, bring it over here, he releases my hand, and we hit. Or we might do the hand trap, which is when I come in here like this and he punches, and I parry over and I bring this in here, and then bring this up and over. And basically I'm kind of using back and forth footwork here. Just moving in to him, and then coming back out as he goes to strike down low to my knee. Then we also had the trap of where I would wrap, he would come in and punch, I go here, then come over here and armbar him. Alright? Then we also had the slice away, to where I get to here and he goes, and then I cut across and come back for the high backhand again. And of course he would turtle as his defense and we could move on. Now, the problem that I have with this is the idea that as I'm here, I'm baiting with my face, okay? So that he punches and I can do this attack, all right? It's the same idea as the bait, where I get to here and I come over here to attack and he blocks my hand, and I use this as my way to lock up the techniques here. I understand that concept as a bait. However, the basic idea that we've always heard before is that, well, like when we feed in a puño or something, we're in here like this, and I come in the left hand series and I grab that. This, if he doesn't connect with my hands, then I get the puño in, okay? And so we call this a bait, but it's in full intention of me hitting him here. I understand that. But I wonder, my question then becomes, in this application, why am I baiting or staying here in front of him where he can punch me, or he can kick me or anything else? We ran into the problem with this when, if I'm here and Scott punches, Scott's punching from here and this works out fine, but what happens if he steps forward and punches? Then I'm stuck. And this is actually kind of a more realistic technique that he would step forward to get to me, as opposed to if we're both out here like this, him punching and me coming up here or whatever. I don't want to be in range of this hand. So for us, when we're doing this, we ended up coming here to get to the outside of the body and down and staying over here on an angle. This way, if he wants to come in and he wants to punch, he steps in regardless. I got time to see him and to get, to counter. When we're in here and we wrap and I step over here to the side, if he turns and he's going to punch down the center line again, I again can come in here and hit this and come in. But by moving offline, I now have I have him where he has to reorientate to come and get me. That gives me time. So this is where, if we translate this to double stick, if we're in here and we're doing single still ollie, when this comes and I step here to get to the outside, I feed in this hit as I'm wrapping. This way I prevent this hand from coming out. If he wants to hit me because I've got him extended here like this, I'll just be out of range with this coming out. Or he'll hit me just here with the tip. Okay? But I'm in a better position to counter from being out here on the outside. Then if I'm here and it's even Steven, I'm in range, he's in range to hit me with his stick. He can kick me or whatever. If I'm out over here, it's harder for him to get it where I have more options. So, from my perspective, as we wrap, when we get to here, we can then translate the stick techniques. If he goes to try and hit with the stick, parry this over and I get to here, and it works. If we're in here like this, and he comes in again, he comes in again, and I want to try and cross this over, I can take it this way. If we're here, and this comes, and I hook this and bring this out, I can come up and over. Granted, with two sticks, it's awkward, I get that. That's not the point. The point is that I'm learning to manipulate and to start using distance while I have two big sticks in my hand. At that point, I can easily translate it to empty hand or to with a knife or whatever if I've already worked these large weapons here in my hands and got an understanding of distancing, flow, how to hit them, how to trap and things like this. So that is the goal in which we're looking at it. Doing this drill. All right? So